in Anfield. And when they used to sing, you never walk alone, it doesn't matter how many times I heard it. My hairs on the back of my neck would stand up. It's the passion and the way when they get behind that team, you feel it. You hear a lot of managers, a lot of people saying that the hardest place to go is probably Anfield, because once, especially on a Champions League night, once the cock gets up, once that starts ringing out, it's just second to none. An offer came in from Liverpool, which was my boyhood team, team I support, and it was literally a dream come true, because that's all I used to watch, the Liverpool videos, John Barnes, then Robbie Fowler, then Michael Owen. But it was always pressure playing for a team like Liverpool, because what they expect, how big the club they are, wanting to win trophies, that's always pressure. But when I first joined and was training alongside like Fowler and Stevie Gerrard, and on the nights of Anfield, you touch the Anfield logo as you walk out of the tunnel, as all the famous players done it just felt like, yes, I'm a part of history. And seeing all these players, Dalglish, Ian Rush do it in those videos that I used to watch and dream about, I'm actually doing it right now, and that was amazing. It's more than a club. There's so much history to it and behind it, and the fan base is absolutely huge. I've never seen anything like it. Doesn't matter what part of the world you're in. It's the Liverpool have got a massive fan base, and walking out in Anfield, and when they used to sing, you never walk alone, it doesn't matter how many times I heard it. My hairs on the back of my neck would stand up. Doesn't matter how many times. Every single week I go out, that song came up, hair stood up, and used to just watch and look at the cop when I was playing at times. The ball would be out, and I'd have a look over at the cop and just see the banners and just see how the history behind that. It was just like, wow. And then right back into the game.
I mean, what do you think it is that makes the fans so unique?
It's their passion for it. It's the passion and the way when they get behind that team, you feel it. You hear a lot of managers, a lot of people saying that the hardest place to go is probably Anfield, because once, especially on a Champions League night, once that the cock gets up, once that starts ringing out, it's just second to none.
What were your memories of that Champions League? I've
got loads of memories. I think my debut, my first game against Maccabi Haifa, I think it's called, Israeli team. It was in the playoffs to qualify for the Champions League, and we won 2-1. I got man of the match. So it's funny, so the start of the Champions League I got man of the match, and at the end of the Champions League final I get man of the match. So the start and the end I both got man of the match. So to kick off your career with a man of the match at Anfield was amazing. It was like, this is what I've dreamed of doing, playing Champions League football, playing for Liverpool.
And obviously, other than man of the match, what's your memories of the final?
Oh, amazing. I think I would say amazing, but bittersweet. We was the better team. It was a great game. They had a strong team out, playing against Kaka, Seedorf, Maldini, Inzaghi, Pirlo. Being amongst them and playing against some absolute legends of the game, it was great. And the lead up to Champions League final was, I'll always remember it. The butterflies and the nervous that each day goes past, the worse it gets. I remember having a brand new pair of football boots from Nike with my name in the game issued on it, an initial Champions League final. And I wanted them to be as comfortable as possible. So I was in the bath, obviously, butt naked, but with my football boots on. Trying to break them in, so I'm trying to get any edge possible to the game on the Saturday. I can't just walk around my room dripping wet with football boots on. I was thinking, if anyone can see me right now, it looks absolutely
that's
weird.
A football calendar picture in the making.
It literally is, with Nike Mercurials on, naked in the bath, just trying to move my toes up and down. It was but the actual game itself, we played well. We were the better team, but unfortunately we was on the losing end this time, 2-1. But again, I got man of the match in that. So for me, from where I came from, the journey that I took, prison, to thinking that my career's over, for then a year later playing in the Champions League final, getting a man of the match. I know we didn't win it, but that for me was a great achievement, bittersweet moment.
And I guess despite the fact that you were prepared to wear Liverpool's boots in the bath, once your contract was over, they didn't want to renew. I mean, how did that make you feel?
It was sad, but your love for the team is always going to be there. But then you have to also think about your career have to think about something that you've done your whole life and that you want to do. So when you don't see eye to eye with a manager, there's no point staying there and trying to battle away. You might as well just go on to a new chapter and try and reinvent your career, because you know you've got the talent, and work trade your magic somewhere else, and that's what happened.
And you went to Real Zaragoza?
Yeah, from Liverpool as a free contract, went to Spain for a year.